What is Deadlock? That's probably the question a lot of you people have, and that's probably also the reason why you clicked on this video. And the good news is I've been now playing Deadlock for quite some time, and I can answer that question. It is a MOBA with third-person shooter elements. Oh, so it isn't Overwatch? No, it is definitely not Overwatch, and I will explain that in a minute. But wait, if you say MOBA with third person, so it's Smite? No, it's also not Smite. Like, the thing with Smite is that Smite is a MOBA with a third person perspective. Yes, you have to aim your auto attacks, you have to aim your abilities, but you are still more or less on a 2D plane with not really a lot of shooter elements. If you are looking at Deadlock, though, on the other hand, you realize very quickly that the third person shooter elements are all there. Everyone has a gun, right? Everyone has a range attack, even though there is also a melee attack. There is parrying, there is reload and active reload, there is dodging, there is sliding, there is gliding, there is double jump, and just a few weeks ago, they actually added wall jump to the game. So it is a very active and quirky game, and I haven't seen so much movement in the game since, well, Titanfall 2, to be honest. So I totally understand when people just look at it from a movement perspective, they might think, oh, this is a hero shooter. 6 versus 6 with heroes, they're shooting at each other, this must be like Overwatch. But no, at its core, it is a MOBA, like League of Legends, and more importantly, like Dota 2. They're using a lot of those aspects. There are multiple lanes, there are minions, creeps, there is a jungle, there are towers. Your mission is to destroy the core to win the game. You are farming money, aka souls. You're using that to level up your hero. You're using it to buy items, to upgrade your items. And by the way, a lot of the items you will see in this game are very close what you have in Dota, like a BKB, a Lotus, a Refresher Orb. They're all in this game. And when it also comes to some of the hero abilities slash ultimates, you will also find a lot of heroes where you immediately go, wow, you you just took that from Dota 2, right? Like there's literally an ultimate which is Sunder from Terrorblade, right? That exists in the game, or there is the Black Hole from Enigma. So yeah, you will find a lot of abilities and ultimates which are just directly coming from Dota 2, which makes sense, right? Same company. But as I said, at its core, it is a MOBA. And it's rather complicated because both of the aspects I just explained to you are dominant in this game. Whereas, let's say Smite again, the MOBA is the dominant aspect, and the third person shooter aspect is just tacked on. It is alright, but it doesn't matter too much, right? Like you are still focusing completely on the MOBA aspect in Smite, and the third person perspective is just there and makes the game feel different. Whereas in Deadlock, the third person shooter aspect is super important. There will be people who are really bad at the MOBA, but they're really good at the shooter aspect of the game, and they can thrive on that. And then again, there will be people who are really bad when it comes to the shooter aspect, aka me, but I'm really good when it comes to the MOBA aspect, and I'm thriving on that. And of course, if you have people who can manage both, they're just gods in this game, right? So if you're wondering what you want to focus on, you can focus on both, right? You can say, okay, I want to be better at the MOBA aspect of the game. I want to be better at the shooter aspect of the game. But you are trying to find the middle ground. You're trying to be good at both things because they are both super important. And that's what makes Deadlock so unique and different when it comes to other games. Like, think about the idea that Overwatch would have a MOBA playstyle, right? That's what they basically did. And it works. It is still very early in development, though. We are talking about an early dev build. Like, you know, when some studios talk about alphas and betas and the game is coming out in 2 months, Deadlock is not coming out in 2 months. It's maybe coming out in 2 years at best. Like, this game has a long road ahead of it. They are making changes on a daily basis. They're reworking heroes. They are adding new items, removing items, changing parts of the map. It is crazy how much they're actually changing and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So if you are somebody who wants also to jump into Deadlock to have like the complete experience, you will have to wait much longer for that. But if you still have some questions of the game, please let me know down below in the comments. I will try to answer them as much as I can. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And also, if you're new to the channel, you might want to subscribe for more Deadlock videos. And with that said, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.